Hello everyone, I have here Benny's Space Squad, a set from the LEGO Movie 2. Just $10 in the US for a set with 3 small builds and 4 minifigures doesn't seem quite possible. Raises the question, did they cut corners to bring us a set at that price? Though this is a very small set, if you'd like to see exactly how it went together, please check out my build video over on my new build channel. And while you're there, please subscribe if you would like to see more builds from me. I'm going to be trying out some new stuff over there, trying to make videos that are a little bit more warm and comfortable to watch. And I'll leave links in the card, in the end screen, and a pinned comment, and all over the place. The biggest thing you build in this set is this tiny spaceship, which looks surprisingly good to me, especially once you put a figure in it, especially Benny himself, because he matches the colors. And this is very strongly inspired, of course, by LEGO Classic Space, the very much loved series amongst adults today from the 1970s, late 70s, and through the 1980s. A similar one to this in overall look was the Space Scooter from 1979. Although the color scheme with the blue going through it is more of a direct connection to the legendary 918 or 924 or 928. 3 spaceships that were basically the same thing at different sizes and thus different prices that were put out at the same time. This really works well with Benny on there because the blue section is just 2 studs wide all the way through, and it makes it look to me a little bit more complex than it actually is. This is super simple, just fits the one figure. You can see these here as being little sensors, or you can see them as being lasers. Has the one antenna back there. This is a relatively new piece. You know, it's not true to true classic space, but I think it's better in some ways. Yeah, this is just a cool looking little thing that anybody can just grab and swoosh around. Next up is this little surface rover, which is very similar in its overall concept and shape and design to the Space Buggy from 1979, which is also its own distinct set. I am a little bit disappointed that this one does not get air tanks hanging off the front. That was one of the coolest things to me about the original set, but I'm willing to bet the designer wanted to put something like that here, but realized that that piece just doesn't stick very well. It doesn't hold on very well. It's really not designed to be properly attached, clutched to a stud the way that it was on the original set. You got a seat there, again, using a relatively modern piece with they have 2 of them on this one with the modified 2x2 tile with only 2 studs on top. Got a couple clips on the back to hold on to a couple of accessories, and that's a good thing that it's stuff for a couple people because it has seats for a couple people. So rather than having an aerial back here or an antenna or other equipment on the back, they just have an extra seat. I like that. That's a good thing. It's good to explore space with buddies. So yeah, I like that idea. Although I am a little bit disappointed here. Sorry, another disappointment with this one. Very minor though. You can't put this robot on there. This is also one of the official builds from this set. You just have to swap out one piece. Put a 2x2 jumper on top of that if you want to make this work. I think that would be a good use of that. Or you could cheat. You can hack it. You can have it attached back here. That kind of works. The robot itself is also a throwback to a lot of the little miniature builds that LEGO used to do back in the day, although I don't think they had all of these pieces in all of these colors. This is a pretty solid build for what it is, and you can turn the arms up and down, and the arms have clips at the end, so you can put accessories in there, although it'll fall over fairly easily, but you can always keep the arms close enough to the center line to be able to hold some weight on it. And I think it just looks good. It looks like something that would probably hover along on a surface. You know, it would have some sort of emitter, some sort of engine underneath, or just a repulsor, whatever you want it to be. And this is an antenna on top, either for communication or remote control. So Benny is back, thank goodness, the official 1980s space guy from the LEGO Movie franchise, complete with his trademark scratched up classic space logo, his faux broken chin strap on his helmet. It's actually one piece. There's full connection there, and it's actually extra thick to make it even more durable than the original ones were. And he almost has his signature wide open smile. Not quite though. On the right is an original Benny from the first movie. You see, it's a little bit different. Now the smile is more centered than it was before. That's cool. I am actually happy, as he is, that they have introduced another face for him, another official face, and this one does have a secondary expression on the back. And that's cool, gives him a different emotion, although I personally kind of preferred this one from the original version, because then you can make him look like just any other 1980s space guy and he would fit in. The yellow-colored astronaut in this set is Kenny. So we had Benny, now we have Kenny. And this one does have the standard classic-style smile face. And he also has an undamaged retro-style helmet. So this is not the modern style of helmet. It's also not the original style. It's a brand new mold that is stronger than the original, but still looks like the original with the fairly straight sides. Let's see a comparison. So left to right, this is Kenny from the new 2019 set. This is a genuine original classic space person from the 1980s, complete with a little bit of play wear as is appropriate. And you can just see how the material around the helmet, on the sides especially, is just thinner. The new one is more thick and more durable than that to help prevent it from being cracked like Benny's was in universe. And then on the far right is just a kind of re-release retro styled classic space person, also from Lego, also an official one, but just using the more modern style of motorcycle helmet, which all the re-releases have done up to this point. So this is kind of the best of all worlds here, and it'll even accept a visor if you want to put a visor on there. It won't fit perfectly around the chin, because it's better to show you than to talk about it. Yeah, there's a little bit of gap that gets left there, but there are different types of visors that have been made to fit with this system here. So, other different ones might give you a different look that you might like, and, having that compatibility is always a good thing. The white-colored astronaut in this set is officially named Jenny, so a lady this time. No need for any female-specific torso or face, because all torsos that are just basic were intended to work for anybody, and the original classic smiley face was intended to work for anybody as well. Any age, gender did not matter. So this works out perfectly well, and I'm happy with especially the color match here. I don't think I brought it to the studio with me, but the re-release version, so the white version of this that came out some years back, not too many years ago, actually it was fairly recent, had a slightly different color of air tank than the torso itself. So you could really see that. There's a slight difference here, but it's really, really slight. This looks like it has very good production quality. And the thing in Jenny's hand here could be a space gun, like a laser, or it could be a measuring device, or it could be a signaling device, or it could be whatever you want it to be. Last up, this is Lenny. And he's pink. And I think that's awesome. I mean, I honestly don't care what color this one is. I just care that it is a brand new color for something that looks, from any kind of distance, like a true classic astronaut from Lego. Just any new color is always a big deal. They did the green ones for the Ideas exosuit set. Wasn't fully classic styled. It still had the modern style of helmet, but it worked more than well enough, and now I have another color, which is just great. So I am very happy about this. Many people are very happy about this, and you're going to see a lot of these being collected because there's just a lot of demand. There are no prints on the backs of any of these torsos, and all of the squad members other than Benny have just the plain classic smile style head, so no alternate face. Minifigures in Lego sets are typically valued at about $3 US a piece. So to get 4 of them in one set, you expect to pay about $12. Maybe if you get the group discount, or if they don't have very fancy Accessories, you can expect it to be about $10. This set is $10, but it also comes with the builds and the robot. I don't see any catches. Everything is produced well. No cut corners whatsoever. This is just kind of a gift to Lego fans with its value. I mean, first of all, having the new pink astronaut there. Secondly, having the new helmet that's been molded, including in 2 classic colors. And thirdly, just to get all of this fun, just pure fun stuff. Small package, easy to get, and it's just good, and it's a good price. A lot of the people that you'll see talking about this loudly, raving about this set, were kids back in the 80s when the original Lego classic space stuff was out. And so they're very much adults now. But this is a set that can easily appeal to kids these days. I had questions about that. I wondered about it at first when I first saw pictures of this set. But getting these things in my hand, I am completely convinced that Lego could actually do a classic space theme today. Again, not a big thing, not a big deal, but just as a 1 or 2 season little thing, to do just something unlicensed. I think that this is a perfect time for it as well. People have gotten very tired of over commercialization and over licensing of a lot of things. It's kind of a trend right now. People are tired of Disney milking Star Wars and such. I think this is a perfect time for stuff like this to come out, and possibly even more about it, more like it. Anyway, this set itself I think is really good. I enjoyed putting it together. I will enjoy keeping it for a long time to come. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you want to see builds, be sure to check out my new build channel. I'll talk to you again soon.